Hey guys, it's been about a week since we've given you an update on what's been going on. We just wanted to show you what sold this week, but before we do that, I do want to let you know we picked up some pretty awesome items that we will show you after we share what sold this week, but you're not going to want to miss it. We'll put it towards the end of the video of what we picked up this weekend. So this item sold. We sold this ATV camouflage helmet. I picked this up at Salvation Army about 2 weeks ago for $10 and sold it for $50 plus shipping. And the shipping cost is about $12. It weighs about 3 pounds or so. Next we have these Jambu, I'm not sure how to say them, women's sandals. Jana picked these up at her last shoe haul. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out. And she picked these up at Salvation Army for $7. And we sold them for $17.50, so not a huge profit margin, but still pretty good to kind of double your money. The next thing going out is this Mentor Guide book. It's right on top here, and this sold for $10 plus shipping, and we'll be able to send this out media mail, and so it shouldn't cost too much to get it shipped out. And once again, this sold for $10 plus shipping. Next, we sold these pair of men's running shoes. They're Sauconys. If I'm saying that brand wrong, you can correct me in the comments below. But Jana picked these up in her shoe haul video that you can watch. She paid $4.99 for this pair, and we sold them to a guy in Colorado for $25. So pretty good profit, pretty good turn on investment on these. Really good shape on these, and excited to get these sent out. The next thing we have is in this bucket right here. I think it's right on top. Yep, it's this PlayStation bag. The whole system goes in there, PlayStation 2, and a few games, cords, all that good stuff. This was actually mine growing up, and so I don't really have any money in it. And it sold for $25 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. We got 2 more items going out. These are actually our last 2 items of the week of what sold, and they're actually in the same bin. So the first one is this no parking inauguration sign, which is pretty cool. So if you can see that there, 1973. If my history is correct, this is Richard Nixon's inauguration. And so this is a pretty cool sign. I had it listed for $160 because a few of the other ones sold, not the same year, but other signs similar to this sold for like $160. And someone made me an offer for $85, and I had no movement on it, so I just took the offer. The next thing that we have in this bin is actually a VHS, which I had growing up. It was actually one, I loved these movies, the Ernest movies. So this is Ernest Goes to School. And someone made me an offer. I had it listed for $7, really not that much, but I didn't have anything in it. And they offered me $5. And once again, had no movement on it, really. It's been listed for about a month. So I took their offer at $5, and it'll go media mail, and they paid for shipping.
Who has the answer? Anyone? All right, Ernest.
So we had someone contact us to say they wanted to get some stuff out of their garage, and they wanted to see if we wanted some of it. And we have some pretty good finds. So we want to go piece by piece of kind of what we found and what we think we could sell it for. We know we got some cleaning up to do, but we at least wanted to give you guys a sneak peek before we listed them.
Yeah, and all of this they just gave to us. So anything we sell is just profit. We don't have any money in it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So first thing, smallest thing, is this little lock and key set. You look this one up.
Yeah, some of them are going for about $100. So I put some WD-40 on it to see if I could get the key out, because the key was stuck. The key will come out, but I can't get the lock to open up, and so we probably could sell it for maybe $50 or $60. Key, like locks, vintage locks, are pretty collectible. It's a Best Chrysler. I've never heard of it, but made in the USA, which things like that sell pretty good.
It's super cool.
Yeah. And then we have like 2, 4, 6, we got 7 ball jars. 5 of them are these like blue tinted color, which a lot of people are buying these for like weddings or baby showers or whatever. So lots of these are like a lot are going for about, $50 to $90 depending on what
Yeah,
they
I
are.
looked them up, and I guess it depends on what serial number is on the bottom. I need to do some more research and see. All of the ones we have different numbers, so I'm not sure if that corresponds to the year that they were made, but definitely we have a lot of research
Right.
to do.
If we would have had these about a year ago when everyone was canning during the first shutdown, we probably would have been able to sell them for more. But yeah. Next we have, I had to do some research on what this is. This is pretty awesome. I don't know if you can tell, it has like a wooden handle. It looks very, I don't know, industrial. This is a
vintage blowtorch.
Yeah, blowtorch. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the word I'm looking for. It's a little dirty, but we can clean it up. And these are going for around $50 to $70 on eBay.
I'm sure just for decoration. Like, I don't think it'd be functioning. It's
Right.
just like someone who collects them.
And honestly, it has a pretty good weight to it too.
Yeah.
So it would be cool on someone's shelf.
So we have two of these next items, and they are antique microscopes. They're pretty dirty, but this is a Bosch & Lomb Optical, Rochester, New York, USA. These we need to research, but they can go from anywhere from like $100 to $1,000.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
They would be cool, like Jana was saying, like maybe some bookends. She was telling me this earlier.
Yeah, if you're like
had two of them.
really into science or a chemist or something,
Yeah.
I could see how you could decorate your house in it. So we have one not in a box, and then another one. If you can lift up the box.
Yeah, the other one came in a box too, but we don't have that one. But it comes in this cool like wooden box for display, like to protect it and everything. So that's really, really cool. The hinge on this is broken. I don't know if we can get that fixed before we sell it. But the other one is pretty similar to the first one that we showed you as well.
Yeah.
So pretty cool items.
Let's see. Oh, this is just it's a antique Band-Aid tin. Band-Aid, Johnson & Johnson. No Band-Aids in it, but just the tin itself, like
$13.
$13.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is a fish, a vintage fish scaler. Not like a scale that you weigh them, but you
Like-
physically like scale the fish. Like that is, I've never seen anything like this before. So
Yeah, it's the brand is Spinoff, and it was made in Des Moines, Iowa. Pretty cool. These were going for what, like $30?
yeah, 30 to 50 depending on what
Yeah.
series that you have. So that's pretty cool. Then we have this box of some of them are not complete, but these vintage
Fishing reels.
And so we have ones like these. We have some fly fishing reels as well. I don't know if we can bring these out here. These are really, really cool. Yeah. They're kind of a mess, all the wiring and whatnot.
So we counted, there's 20 of them.
20, and we can sell them anywhere between $20 and $50 a piece. And so, yeah, I mean, there's a good amount of money in that box. We may just clean them up and just sell them all together and see if we can get a couple $100 out of them. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Also, I want to show you guys this. We're actually not going to sell this, but it's a vintage level. I thought this was really, really cool, but I want to keep this for myself. It does work, and I just haven't seen anything like it, so we're going to hold on to it.
Yeah. All right. There's also an old saw. Pretty cool. It even has the first person who owned it. He engraved his name in it, which is kind of cool.
Those are anywhere from $10 to $60. I just got to do research on what brand it is. Also, it's pretty rusted, so I don't know if people would take it. But I have seen people like hang them up in shops and whatnot. They're not going to use them, but they'll just hang them up for decoration. So
yeah,
pretty neat piece.
All right. Down here is an aluminum prop propeller for a boat, and still in the box. You look this up.
Yeah, it was. You can tell someone had it on their boat and was gently used. So I don't know if you can see that or not. But I mean, yeah, those will go anywhere between $50 to $75.
Yeah.
So it's already packaged up. We just have to stick a label on it once it sells, and that'll be probably one of our easiest sells out of the whole bundle.
I mean, these new are very expensive,
Yeah.
so, and it's
120
metal,
or so,
so it's
yeah.
not like it's not gonna work.
Yep. We've watched some other YouTubers and they sell things like this, especially the vintage can openers that go above like cabinets or whatever. This is a cabinet radio. They're going for like $30 or so, but I mean, we have no money in it, so it's worth trying to list it and sell it. It does work. We may need to clean it up a little bit. It doesn't have the brackets that it hooks into the cabinet, but I'm sure someone could pick those up on Amazon for just a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
So. And then we have these really neat vintage lanterns. I don't know if you can see these. These will need some cleaning up.
They're Coleman.
Yep.
Vintage Coleman.
This one particularly is like $75. For whatever reason, this series, actually, I think it's this one.
This one. I think because it maybe has the shield with
Yeah,
it.
so this one's like $75. This one is about 60 or so. You can kind of hear some fluid still sloshing around in there, so we'll have to take all that out.
And then this is also a Coleman.
That's more like a space heater.
Yeah, camping space heater. This one was like 55,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's a little in rough condition, if you can tell. Like a lot of the paint has chipped off, but still, I mean, in really good condition for the age that it is. So I think these are like 70s, 80s. That's when they were made. So that's pretty cool.
All right, we have a couple more items. We're going to spin the camera around and we'll show you what else we got.
Next, we have this really cool, it looks like a toy chest, but it actually has a bunch of like woodworking tools, which I know are I know if you can look in here, they look old and rusty, but to a woodworker, these are still worth a lot of money because they like the way the older tools work and function. And so they have these like wooden shelves in here, so you can kind of see all these files and picks. I got to do research on what some of these tools actually are. But there's quite a few in here. This is going to take me some time to piece it out. We actually want to keep the box, and one, it would be awful to ship unless we did something local. But you can see these planers. So like these wooden planers. They make them out of metal now, but you can see like this, like kind of like a razor, and you'd put it on just a piece of wood to kind of plane it and begin to make it smooth again if you're doing a woodworking project. So there's two of those in here. And then we just have all these other vintage tools that I know someone out there would love to have. I just got to figure out what goes with what, but I don't know if you can get a close-up of some of the other tools in here. It's just really, really cool to kind of piece through all of these.
Yeah, it's going to take us some time to research, but kind of fun.
Yeah.
Something different than what we've ever done before.
Yeah, these are a totally different category of what we've been doing, but it's been a lot of fun to...
We definitely have seen other YouTubers get into vintage stuff, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes for us.
Yeah, and then the last three pieces, we got this really cool like sled. These are going for over $100 on eBay or even Facebook Marketplace, but we're actually going to keep this piece for around Christmas time. We're going to put it by our front door, maybe hang some lights or whatever on it. We also saw people maybe put like skates.
Antique skates,
skates, and kind of wrap it around it as decorations. Even though we could get some money out of it, it probably means a little bit more to us just to kind of keep.
Yeah.
And then these last two pieces, we're hoping that we can sell them locally. I got to clean them up a little bit. They got some dirt and stuff on them. But these are vintage toboggans. And so we're going to try to put these up on Facebook Marketplace. We may store them for a little bit until it gets closer to Christmas or winter time so we can get the best of our money. But you can see there's a bunch of hornets' nests that we'll need to clean up and get those out of here. But for all things considered,
I mean, that's huge. You're 6'3", and that's
it's
like a 7-foot.
These are in incredible
toboggan
condition for what they are. So yeah, that's kind of the haul in general. I think that's everything that we got. So we're going to spend like the next week or so just kind of cleaning everything up, looking it up, making sure that we price everything correctly. If you're someone watching this video and you're a local person, you're like, wow, that's a really cool piece. We'd love to make you a deal on that. But until then, we're just going to kind of, clean everything, make sure that they're sellable, see what we can get out of each piece. We don't want to rush anything and lose maybe a good sale. But outside of that, I think before we clean everything up, we're going to take Gipper on a walk tonight. It's a beautiful day outside. and so we're gonna do that as a family. You were gonna walk? You were gonna walk? Give her. Give her. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the content today. If you want to like and subscribe to this video, that would be awesome. It would mean a lot to us. Well, that's all we got for today. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jana.
And together we are the best Browns in town.